Now, we love some of the stories that have been coming in, and here's an example of the ultimate club rugby man. Jason Judd turned out for his 500th game for the Axemen, Wellington Football Club on Saturday. He's in the midst of, wait for it, his 50th consecutive season. He shows no signs of stopping, and we caught up with him for his big day.
This is the Wellington Football Club. We've been playing for them since 1992 in the senior 3rd and 4th grades at that time. And then when we all got a bit older and a bit slower, we realised there was a Prezzies grade, so we moved into this grade about 15 years or so ago. So here's the oldest guy on the team, 65. Spear hip. New hip and all. New hip and all. So, well, it's my 500th game for the club, and this is my 50th consecutive season of playing rugby. First game when I just turned 5, back in Shannon in early 70s. Quite a milestone, so yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
Go in yellow, get the ball.
I mean, I look forward to all the games, not huge on the warm-ups, but I love the actual game itself. I suppose that's one of the things that's kept me going over the years.
Go yellow, go!
I'm about as fit as I ever get. My self-preservation genes have been pretty high over the years, so I tend to know where trouble's coming from and the like, so I've looked after myself. So.
He's always said he's very good at staying out of trouble. He's had the odd dislocated finger or something, and the odd trip to A&E, but pretty much he's looked after himself. I'm so happy for him, and so touched at how much everyone's got behind and recognised his dedication and his passion for the rugby.
What I've loved about rugby, the people I played with and the teams over the years, and I mean, it's a bit corny, but the camaraderie and the spirit that the teams have played in. So we had some great teams, some great people, and it's just made it easy to stay involved. Thanks, Paraplum, for coming down. Really appreciate your help on today. It's a big milestone, something I'm really proud of, but also proud to be part of a club that gives as much as it gets.
We're the second oldest club in the country. Last year, of course, 2020, COVID hit us and our 150 celebrations were cancelled. We've got a board full of All Blacks, Juniors, Maori All Blacks, Black Ferns. 5 for Fita is our latest All Black. We've got a huge history. During the 80s, we got 4 out of the 10 Jubilee Cups. Massively strong club, and then it faded over the years. Jason Judd came in the 90s and was instrumental in keeping us going during those tough years. 10 years into the club, he joined the committee. He then became treasurer, then moved on to secretary, then became chairman. He gives an enormous amount. He's one of those guys who, if you want something done, you just ring him or he will volunteer. He's also incredibly generous with his time. He's always the guy who's always there doing the work. Working bees, never miss it.
It was just awesome to see you out there. It took 500 games, and I understand that's the first time you played with your son. It doesn't matter where you go in rugby or how high honours, I don't think you can get better than that.
I've played with Juddy since I turned 40. We're at 55 now. He's the mainstay of the club and certainly of the presidents. We wouldn't have a team without him. A fantastic guy both on and off the field, very competitive, great rugby player, even better friend.
I rang NZR and asked them how many other people had played 500 games. They couldn't tell me. And of course, that's 500 games for the senior club here. And so that's only the last 30 years. So prior to that, it's another 20 years of rugby. So how many games he's played will be close to 1,000.
I've been saying this is the last year for many a year, but I'm still enjoying it, still enjoying the mates. The body's holding together, so who knows, maybe 600, we can keep going.
This is what club rugby is. You can't survive without the Juddies. They're just so instrumental to grassroots rugby. It's 20 hours a week. I mean, who's got 20 hours a week? So, you know, you've got to have Juddies. They are just so important to the fabric of rugby.